Hi, my name is David Owen. I'm a student at Full Sail University. Today, I want to talk a little bit about what inspired me to pursue this path and the role that others have had throughout history to make it possible. I want to show you the evolution of aerial cinematography, but in order to do that, we're going to go back, way back into time. Not long after the first picture was taken, individuals such as Gaspar Felix Tournichon and James Wallace Black started strapping cameras to devices like kites and hot air balloons. Gaspar, more commonly known as Nadar, is credited with taking the first aerial picture over Paris in 1858. Unfortunately, his photograph, taken while a camera was strapped to a tethered hot air balloon, has been lost in time. No image exists of this milestone. But just a few years later in 1860, James Wallace Black recreated the feat by snapping a picture of Boston from over 2,000 feet in the air. This iconic photograph is the oldest surviving aerial photograph and the first aerial photograph to be taken in the United States. This phenomenon continued on for several decades, evolving slightly as camera technology improved. One such advancement was a curved piece of glass developed by George Lawrence, which allowed him to perfect the art of taking panoramic pictures. George Lawrence's most famous picture was taken with 17 kites strapped to a large format camera, which allowed him to photograph the devastation of San Francisco just after an earthquake in 1906. Later advancements in miniaturization allowed individuals like German apothecary Julius Neubronner to strap cameras to his delivering pigeons to track their routes. However, the real milestones that led us to epic jaw-dropping shots like this started with this. Wilbur Wright and his flying machine debuted to the German viewing market in 1909 after much skepticism in Europe urged them to prove that their invention worked. Filmed near Rome, this early footage featured the Italian countryside, including cattle, farmers, and horses. As amazing as this marvel of engineering was, it would take a world war to truly accelerate the technology. Military commanders of World War I quickly realized the benefits offered by aerial imagery on the battlefield, and soon reconnaissance crews were flying further and capturing more and more useful images to plan their campaigns. The first movie to produce aerial video was Wings, released in 1929. This film featured spectacular footage of dogfights and coordinated stunts, but the filming needed to be done with handheld and hand-cranked cameras. Little advancement was made until the invention of the helicopter. At this point, the film technique exploded. Opening scenes like that of Highway Patrol in 1955 left viewers mopping up dribble from their lower lip. Later on, camera operator Nelson Tyler created his own vibration dampening system that allowed the breathtaking closing sequence of Barbra Streisand's 1968 movie, Funny Girl. If you don't remember the closing scene to Funny Girl, I didn't. Fast forward a few decades and surely you'll remember the epic flyover scenes from Lord of the Rings. Still, the story gets truly interesting when you add cinematic drones into the mix. A few years back, on a Black Friday like any other, I made a decision to try out a cheap drone that was on sale. This decision sent me down the path I am on today. Cinematic drone footage can be found in nearly every major production nowadays, and miniaturization is unfolding at an exponential pace. Filmmakers are now able to film an astonishing 12K from drones and have opened up the world to dramatic aerial footage like this amazing reel from New York City. Whether we relish in the first aerial footage from the Wright brothers, get goosebumps from helicopter footage of Barbra Streisand belting out "Don't Rain on My Parade" from the bridge of a tugboat in New York Harbor, or marvel at the eye candy of 12K footage of our megacities, one thing is for sure: aerial cinematography is here to stay, and I cannot wait to be a part of it.